Hey, fam, thank you so much for joining me for this All Signs tarot reading. The vibe this round is, what do your guides want you to hear, right? What is the message they want you to carry with you for the rest of this day? I tend to do these in the morning, but you can check out these videos whenever the heck you want, fam. They're here for you. And I appreciate that you're here for me and you came to join me in this session. I appreciate your time. Let's see what it is they want us to know. Okie dokie, so let's go ahead and start with the archetypes. The vessel. Okay, so either you need to take better care of yourself and your body, or they are acknowledging the work you've been putting in. And I don't mean just like going to the gym and stuff. I mean the self-care that you've been tapping into. Like I said, if you haven't, you should, right? Self-care and loving yourself doesn't have to be synonymous with being a selfish POS. Okay, let's just bust right on through that. So whether you're doing affirmations, figuring out what mindfulness means for you, meditations, whatever it is, you're receiving encouragement on it because you are the vessel, right? Even if you're Christian, you believe that the Holy Spirit is within you, right? You are the light. So the question is, do you feel empty? Have you been feeling hollow? What do you fill your vessel with every day? What is the input that you take in every day, right? I don't mean to, like, I'm a horror fan and writer, so I don't mean to poo-poo if you listen to like metal or, you know what I mean? It's more like what it's, how do I put this into words right now? Words are hard. If anything, it's more about balance, right? And recognizing truly the difference between this is fiction and I'm just tapping out from reality for a moment. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when we're just pumping true crime and all of the stuff into our, our psyche, our subconscious, the subconscious doesn't care. It doesn't have feelings. It doesn't have biases, right? So just be more cognizant of those things, right? That's all. Just a gentle reminder for self-care and like, or, good on you for the work that you have been doing, whichever that means for whoever, right? I know it's not a judgment, you know what I mean? It's a coaxing or encouragement, right? Ooh, there we go. So there is negativity being pumped at you from someone in your life. There is someone who may be playing like, oh, hey, how's it going? I'm your friend. I want to be your lover, but they're a predator. You know what I mean? First of all, I love sharks. And I'm getting really tired of this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Because sharks are going to shark. And most of the time, sharks are just boop, boop, doop, boop, doop, boop, doop, boop, vibing, right? They're not coming to you. We come to them and fuck them up. You know what I mean? But this is specifically about someone who is a predator in your life. Whether they're messing up the things that are going in that's feeding your subconscious, or they're like a wolf in sheep's clothing, which is just another bad freaking stereotype, right? They're trying to play nice. They're trying to get in there where they do not belong, and you need to get away from them. Something tells me you already know who that person is, and you don't deserve that. You don't need that in your life. Or hopefully this is at least past tense and you're trying to purge that from your vessel. I'm so sorry for my words if that's triggering for anyone. I'm sorry. Like that's been a theme for us, right? The retraining of our subconscious and growing and realizing, oh, that's not the way. Right? That's not it. You don't deserve this, fam. None of us do, right? If it's stemming from trauma and the past just looping in your head, please take care of your vessel. You are precious, okay? You are sacred. And you don't deserve toxicity. You don't deserve someone coming in just to hurt you, just to harm you, and saying, I'll never do it again, when they keep doing it. All right? And if that's in the past, thank goodness. May you be in a place that is safe, that you can grow and thrive in. All right? Whatever it is, it does not belong to you. You don't deserve it. You never did. Okay? I don't care what you did in reaction, fam. That's completely different from actual DV, SA. You know what I mean? It's the way we react and how we handle that. That's different, right? We have a right to our own reactions, and we don't deserve to be gaslit about them. Okay? Whew, let's clear that energy and move on to clarification time. Boosh, this is YouTube. Let's lighten the mood a bit. Chapter 1. Boosh. Okay, so passions. That fire within. This could be a message coming in, but I don't know. Lately, when I've been seeing the knights, I keep, they have a tendency to pop up with queens. And it's like they're being sent out for a specific reason, out into the world, right? So maybe this is you recognizing that you need to take care of yourself. Your happiness doesn't belong to anybody else. It belongs to you, right? And you have the right to that. You know, the wands is your passion, your creativity, right? It's your desires, and that's not always a, not a business. I mean, it can be. It is the wands. It can be. But what I'm sensing from this is drive. That, okay, I've made up my mind, and I'm doing the thing. Heck yeah, you are, fam. Get it. Oh, but there's something possibly that keeps pulling you back. Maybe it's because you're used to that crap. Oh, that's a plane. Flam, flam, boom. Bam. We've got a plane going overhead. Fly away! Instead of like a Finding Nemo. Away! Get out. Flee. You deserve better than this, all right? Even if you feel like you've done wrong and you've been a POS at times, guess what? Everyone should be evolving. Everyone should be continuing to grow. Just because you did some things before, fam, forgive yourself for the things that you did before you knew better. Forgive yourself before you grew and evolved and healed away from that generational trauma. Right? You've learned and you're growing, as you should. That is your right and privilege as a human being, wherever you are from, right? People wouldn't be able to affect you if you didn't care. So right off the bat, I know that you care. Maybe you worry that you care too much. Sometimes maybe people have told you that you care too much. You're too sensitive. They can just take that shit to the mirror. What the heck? You know what I mean? People don't realize how much they project out into the world and onto others, including ourselves. What is it that has chained you, that you're trying to break free of? This is earthly crap, right? This is not just addictions, but habits, unhealthy coping mechanisms. We're learning healthier ways of dealing with ourselves in our lives now and considering ourselves. If we are retraining our subconscious, that kind of crap needs to go away. Right? What's next? Maybe You have so many hopes and dreams, and there's so much going on, and there's so much progress, and blah, 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 blah. Maybe you're scared that it's all an illusion, that things are just going to be how they've always been in the end. Fam, if you're growing and healing and wanting more, you're wanting positivity, you're wanting unconditional love, then why would the past be able to come back? Right? If you're choosing your life and what you're doing, then I can just get the heck on out of here. Right? You've learned the differences. You've learned what all the red flags are. You have a bodily, visceral reaction to that. And you have every right to recognize that. If people are trying to guilt trip you and gaslight you, fuck them. Right? This is your life and your hopes and dreams, fam. I'm getting sorry. I flat out, I'm going into Doberman mode right now. That's how I refer to it. This is me rooting for a perceived underdog. Not that I'm perceiving you as the underdog. I think you perceive yourself as the underdog. But what if life and the universe, God, your ancestors, you, what if all of us want more for you? The worst to be behind you. I think that's where your passion's trying to take you. I think you want it. I think you really want it, but you have this crap that you're still dealing with. And that's okay, because you've got this, fam. All right? I believe in you. How is a stranger going to believe in you more than you believe in yourself? Why? Because I'm 46 and I know better now. Thank you. Boosh. Boosh! Bam! What did I say? May the odds be ever in your favor, because guess what? They are. Every time I see the Wheel of Fortune, I hear clunk as the wheel turns and shifts into that next gear. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe I don't deal with reversals. I mean, if they come up, if the way I put down the card is, then it, okay. I trust the vibes that I pick up on. You know what I mean? I trust the vibes. I catch vibes. That's what I do. It's all going to be okay. It's all going to work out. You know, please believe in yourself. You know, maybe it's a matter of choosing the things that you want to draw into reality from your dreams. And the things you want to keep as dreams. You don't want to monetize. You know what I mean? They always say, oh, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Dude, it still takes work. It still takes consistency, whether you only work 5 hours a week or not, fam. It still takes that drive, right? That passion. And you're trying to reclaim it without it being detrimental. You're finding those healthy coping mechanisms. And as long as you keep trying, it's all going to work out, because why the heck wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? If we're letting go of the negativity and the people that are just trying to take us down with them because they simply don't know any better, why wouldn't it all work out? Oh, wow. Yeah, I would say the odds are ever in your favor. To new beginnings, fam. They're trying to come in. They're right there with you. Zoom, zoom. This is a wonderful time in your life, actually. Whether you have difficulty believing it or not at times, this is an incredible time in your life, because guess what? The training wheels are off. The cords have been cut. And this is you in your life and your choices, your options and your choices. Right? What if you can have it all? Why not both, right? Why not? Because someone in your childhood insulted you, someone else doesn't believe in you, fuck them. If that's how they are, they can go play over there, right? Even if it's someone close to you, you have a right to love people at arm's length. They don't get to decide your life. They don't get to decide who you are. That's for you to decide, fam. And you've got this. You've got this. This is new beginnings. This is courage. The courage that you need to do what you gotta do is in the palm of your hand, fam. What are you gonna do with it? Boom. See? This knight, or this king, hello, this king doesn't suffer fools gladly. You know? They've been through a lot, and they understand their power. They understand how they can affect people, and that their tongue can be a double-edged sword, right? And we can react to things the way we used to, right? Like sometimes, like when you're like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that. And next thing you know, it's like you feel so dang tested. Your patience, your courage. But you are capable of persevering. You are capable of making up your mind and following through. That's what I'm seeing. This King of Swords is the energy of follow through and being secure in oneself. Capable of taking care of others without losing themselves. They have clarity. They speak true. They don't have the same self-doubt and confusion that they did before. I feel like this round is an actual timeline. Let go of those feelings of lack. They shouldn't be following you here, right? There's no need for them. Keep in mind that these two, they're movement. They keep moving forward, right? Like we're still going, you know what I mean? Right? They're not sitting there giving in to the loss of it all, right? The lack. They may only have the clothes on their back right now, but they haven't given up. That's the vibe that I keep getting from this card lately. What lack? There's a future we're working toward. We're going toward. For all you know, they just bought this house. Some may interpret this as, you know, a church window, the stained glass and all, but churches aren't the only ones with stained glass, fam. There's stained glass artists all over the place. They're in movement. This person kind of like is just going. They don't even have shoes on, fam. And this person's feet kind of seem bandaged up, wounded and healing, but always moving forward. For all we know, they bought this place and that's their new home, and it's like, finally, right? So if you got to get out of there with nothing but the clothes on your back, please do. Your life is precious. It is sacred. It is so important. You have every right to be here. So said your birth, okay? Whether you came from the rock that was a diamond in the rough or not, you're still a diamond. And it's time to shine. Whatever that looks like for you, whatever that means for you, as long as it is your choice, right? So we can put this in reverse all we want. It's all in how you look at it, right? It's all about the perspective. And if we're coming from our passions and our drive and our courage and having clarity, Why would there be lack? You always have you, no matter where you are, no matter where you've been, no matter where you're going. So please be nice to yourself. Okay? Wow. Wow. Okay, let's talk about how these things are lining up, please. We have the Ace of Wands underneath the Knight of Wands. Boosh. We have the King of Swords underneath the Devil, taking control. Moving on to new beginnings. Maybe you're scared that everything is going to fall apart and be painful and not work out like you're used to. But why? But why? If we're constantly evolving and growing, then the worst can be behind us. We have the Ace of Cups coming underneath the Wheel of Fortune. Damn. This is also speaking of creativity and love. We have a dove, for crying out loud. Peace. I mean, it's different. You know, there are different religions that are, you know, depending on which deck you get for whether, you know, Rider Waite. I've seen that there are different things. So, you know, it's all good. But it still means represents peace. White in these cards has a tendency to reflect innocence, purity. It's time to take those things from within you that you have been trying to protect at all costs, that you've shoved down because you didn't think you could be that way. You couldn't have those things. You can now. It's time. From the fates and everything, this is time. It's time now. It's time to let go of the pain and the burdens and the trauma of it all. You've learned so much, so many lessons. You've gained so much wisdom and clarity of the situations. Please don't lose sight of that now. That was then. This is now. This is now, fam. What's the epilogue? Boosh! Yay! This is everything. This is your legacy, not your parents, not your cousins, not your teachers or your boss, fam. You are the boss. Right? I mean, if you choose to be, you're the boss of your own damn life. That's who's the boss. You know, like that's, you know. The pentacles aren't just money, but there's plenty of money going around too. And so, it's everything. It's all of the seeds that you have been planting coming to fruition. So don't worry about having to pick and choose. This is your life. Why not both? Why not all of it? Just figure out that time management. Follow your passions. Follow your intuition. Heal your intuition. Heal your heart. Let's see what was on the bottom. Bam, bam. The freaking Ace of Swords. We have 3 aces on the same table as the Wheel of Fortune. You are taking control. You are in charge of your inner demons. You get to tell them what to do. Because no, I don't want to live like that anymore. I don't want to be like that anymore. This is it. Kick the dust. Move on. You've always had that option. So all the things that you've really wanted to do, do it. And it harm none. Fucking do it, fam. Here's your clarity. Oh. Oh, and we got the Queen of Wands. Yay, what did I say? This keeps coming up with the Queen, and it's like she's sending them out. Like, go figure this shit out for me, please. Bring me back something good. Oh, Pam, you've got this. You have got this. And maybe it's been a long, hard road out of hell, but you've got this. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy for you. What a breath of fresh air, fam. What a breath of fresh air. Wow. Oh, this is incredible. Thank you so much for hanging out this whole time and sticking it through to the end of this reading. I'm so glad you got to see that come up. Yay! I did not pre-shuffle these though, so let's go ahead and give it a little zhuzhing. A little, what is this trying to stick out? Don't underestimate affirmations. Okay, especially if we're trying to retrain our brain, that you are trying to retrain your subconscious. Do not underestimate affirmations. They are free AF. You know what I'm saying? So if you're trying to work on addictions and self-defeatist attitudes and behaviors because that's what you were taught in your formative years, please do not underestimate affirmations. Whether you're doing them all day long or you're doing them when you first wake or when you're going to sleep and your brain is in that theta mode, Google it, fam. As a matter of fact, there are tons of videos right here on YouTube for you that go into that. Don't underestimate them. Please don't poo-poo on the healing process. Please don't. There's no reason to. Let's go ahead and cut the deck. I see you, Leo. Who's the Leo? Is it you? Have you been a very tethered lion? Do you really think you deserve that? Because I don't. Or maybe it's time to really tap into that energy. We have a lot of fire being represented too. The Queen of Wands, I tend to say we might as well be seeing the Magician, right? It's alchemy. It's taking all that pain and all that poo-poo and turning it into gold. Taking your life that you haven't been happy with and evolving it into a life that you love, that you live for, right? What's underneath this deck? Ooh, African proverb, to a man who's afraid, everything rustles. Right? Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining me in this reading, fam. I really do appreciate that you watched the whole dang thing. You watched the whole thing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. If this resonated with you, if you dig my vibe, you know, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff and let YouTube know. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And until next time and beyond, always remember that I love you